It never fails that I am inspired by the placemats that TJ Maxx carries. And there's other stores similar, like Home Goods and at home stores, that probably have more unique placemats. So always go check out that section. And at TJ Maxx, I found these cute little canvas type fabric heart placemats. I decided to do a sweet pillow, of course. Now, I am so excited to be using some really nice stamps on this project. These are the IOD brand, and I do have them linked over in the blog and the supply list if you're interested. But there is the swoosh, I think it's swoosh font is how you say it, and the typesetting font. And I'm just kind of using both of those to put out the message, love you. Just a sweet, simple Valentine's type sentiment. And even though this is pretty neutral, so it can be used all year long, I'm just in the love decorating mood. And so that is what came to me. And I thought it would be really sweet layered on my front entry bench. So that's where you'll see it at the end, where I have it decorated. And here's just some tips for you throughout the video, and especially over on my blog at hammondsnest.com. I've got it written out, kind of just some best practices for using these stamps. And I've learned a lot along the ways. I love my rubber stamps, but these, I said, are a little bit more high end. And so I take some extra measures to make sure that they come out really nicely. One being that I lay down the painter's tape to keep my lines straight. I have my acrylic block to hold them, and some really nice ink, which is the Stays On ink that is perfect for this project. So I'm just showing you kind of how I laid it out. One of my best practices too that I would love to say during this video tutorial is to start in the center and work your way out. Now, like I've mentioned, these are really nice stamps, so I want to take care of these even more than I do my other ones that I get from craft stores like Hobby Lobby and things like that. And I'm using some ink cleaner just with some paper towels, and they make this in a lot of different brands. I just happen to have the IOD brand. Now that we have one of the placemats stamped, I'm going to grab a blank one too. I'm going to use some Sure Bonder fabric hot glue. Now, this is also not a necessary supply for this particular project because I will not be laundering this pillow, but I'm using it anyway just because it does have some other benefits to it as far as the type of hot glue it is for adhering that fabric even better, but regular hot glue should work too. So I'm just going around the edges on that seam. You need some type of polyfill for this. I'm repurposing a pillow that I'd put in my craft stash that I wasn't using anymore on my bed, and that works out great. So I say definitely don't toss those if you love to craft up pillows. And I'm just going to stuff that. You see I left a little opening there, obviously, that I'm stuffing the polyfill in, but now I'm going to close it back up. And so I'm going to come back along that seam, and I'm going to get that all closed up. Now, one final thing that you'll see me do is I'm going to go around the edges and I'm going to do a tug test. And I do that whenever I'm hot gluing anything, and I'm just going to tug on all those ruffles and make sure that we don't have any holes. And you'll see I find a couple small holes and I fix them, and then my pillow is done. Now, I could have done this reversible, done a different message on the other side. I could have just cut out a heart of maybe canvas drop cloth and made a backer for this pillow. But I think it makes it even nicer to stack the two. And now I have two extra left in the package, and I got to figure out another fun project to do with them. So there we have the sweetest little pillow. I'm completely obsessed with how this turned out. I knew that these little placemats would make the perfect pillow, but with these stamps on it, it's just the prettiest little layering that would look good in so many different ways. So remember, visit hammondsnest.com for all the details. Thanks for watching.